Hi, welcome back to the Bowers Tribe Facebook Friends Tour. I'm super excited again to be here with my buddy Zoe Peacemaker in one of his one of the shops where he actually keeps some of his stuff and sells some of the stuff he has. Today's display right here in Common Grace is where we're at in Southtown Mall. Today's my 5th day on my tour. Zoe's my 8th interview, and today's Thursday, May 10th, 2018. And so I had to write it down because I'm getting disoriented.
That's the problem with being president. You don't care what time it is.
So I've known Zoe for several years as well. We connected a lot back in the day through the water wellness events and different things like that we had going on. I've seen a lot of growth and evolution with Zoe over the last several years with his business, and I wanted to connect with him around his busy schedule. I've been stalking this guy for like 4 days straight trying to get this interview, so I appreciate you tolerating my stalking.
Absolutely. No, man. That's what I tell everybody. Just like whatever I'm in front of is what I'm dealing with. So yeah, you have to kind of be in front of me like 5 or 6 times, and then I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This is the thing.
That's funny. So I want to pass off the baton to Zoe and ask him to talk a little bit about his transition over the last 8 years and kind of, he talked about a little bit where he wrote and published a book and different things like that. I want to maybe tap into other stuff outside of the majority of stuff that he's doing, but the evolution of how that progressed to where we're at.
Cool, man. So it's what, 2018 now?
Mm-hmm.
You had to check in. 2018. Okay, so rewind 2009. I had a t-shirt company I'd been running for almost 10 years. So from like age 18 to age 28, I had a clothing company. But I was also a freelance artist. I was doing freelance design work for 300 other companies. And when the housing market crashed, like I kind of went with it. My business went with it. And I was essentially like homeless, penniless. Yeah, and I was just coming off of like a hardcore pill addiction and alcoholism. So I got clean and I started to sort of look at the blueprints of my life. And in that process, I started to, even though I'd been studying shamanism since I was like a kid, I hadn't really been practicing it for almost like a 10-year period. You know, I was so focused on business and third dimensional reality. I started to get back to my roots and I was listening to Louise Hay, I was listening to Don Miguel Ruiz, Wayne Dyer, Eckhart Tolle. What's that? Yeah.
So I'm getting in your bubble.
Get in, bro. Eckhart Tolle, you know, really trying to get in touch with who I was and overcoming my ego and trying to really look at the things that caused me to like self-sabotage a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally came to the place where I realized the one thing that I really wanted in my life was peace. And so that's where Zoe Peacemaker came. And the next 8 years of my life would essentially just be dedicated to finding that. And so I had a transcendental experience with the Metatron's cube at one point. I was in a dream. I was having a dream, and the shape came to me, and I didn't actually know even what it was yet.
Okay.
I hadn't been studying sacred geometry. I didn't even know it was a thing. And the Metatron's cube essentially appeared to me in a dream, and it showed me that all of the circles and all of the lines represented all of the cycles and the connections in our lives, and that these represent the quantum universe and the macro universe and the multiverse, and that human nature is very much the same way, and so are our problems, and so are past lives and things like that. And so that inspired me to write my first book. I kicked out my first book in about a year and a half, had it published in 2015. I then started the Shift Before You Create program, where we taught kids about cause and effect in public schools. So I essentially became a speaker, and then I started studying Reiki. I became a Reiki healer and then a Reiki master. And then I started the Teach Peace Tour, Soulworks decals, and then Vibe Bottle. And then Brindley and I, on the Teach Peace Tour, we took our family, sold all of our stuff, and we lived on the road for all of 2016 in an RV and just rode around the US, going from crystal shop to yoga studio, teaching about sacred geometry.
Oh my God, that's the coolest thing ever. So you did your own tour as well,
That was
essentially.
it, yep.
Like you're like a spiritual rock star tour. guy.
I'm a doer.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. Like I don't like to wait around for other people to like make things happen for me, and I don't ask permission. Like if it's somebody else's territory, of course I'm gonna ask permission because I'm out of respect. But if I see something that's wide open that nobody's ever done before, I don't wait for approval or anybody to understand or I'm just like I'm going to do this. Like I see the vision, I see it from where it exists in the future, but now, and then I just dedicate my time to making that fulfill the manifestation.
That's so cool, and you're a part of this experience, which is Facebook Live Friends Tour, which I haven't seen very many other people do. So you're part of this first time experience as well. So
cool,
I appreciate
man.
it. Now,
and way to do it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we did not ask for permission. So.
Yeah, well, I had other people say they had the same idea, but they didn't act on it. I'm like, oh, I'm just doing
Do
it.
it. That's it.
And so, can you talk about a little bit something maybe that people don't know about you in a non-professional?
Most people don't know I'm Canadian.
Oh.
By nature. No.
Hey.
I was born a Canadian. Yeah. I've never heard that one.
You haven't?
Americans, right?
I know.
No.
God, Westerners. It's like being in India. It was like the minority.
Right. Yeah, I'm a dual citizen. I'm 39 years old. I have a 15-year-old son, a 7-year-old son, a brand new baby, 4-month-old daughter. I actually had Zen would have had a younger brother, but we lost him. That was really a turning point in my life, a really tough part. I had lost my son, and I got divorced, and I had lost my house all in the same month of September. Yeah, and that caused like a huge rift for me. But once I bounced back from that, I think it made me stronger ultimately.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's how it works. Like major painful experiences suck in the moment, but over time, as long as we're able to keep raising our vibrations and focusing on optimism, positive things, it makes us stronger.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate and honor you for getting through all these things and still being out here in the universe, co-creating and expanding your amazing energies with everybody here in Utah as well as the rest of the world. I see you shipping stuff all over the world, man.
Yeah.
So that's very cool.
Yeah, but it's funny because my son and I were having this conversation the other day where it was like, he's starting to really, he's 15, so he's starting to really kind of get a grasp of the world, and it's just like, he's like, how did you end up here? It's like, if I was like the crazy homeless guy in the corner, and someone were to walk up to me and be like, hey, how did you get here? And I'd be like, well, this is how my life went, da-da-da-da-da-da. They'd be like, oh, I get it. Like, that makes total sense, right? But I'm not that guy. Somehow I ended up on this side of the fence where it's like, I'm a teacher, I do what I love for a living, I sell my art for a living, I get to travel, I get to spend time with my family, I get to make people happy, like I'm making more glass, so I'm actually making the world a better place, like environmentally, like where I live now, like on a quantum physics level, couldn't be further from the possibilities of where I could have ended up,
Of
and
course.
so I just felt super blessed that any day that I'm just like, alive and dear is a blessing.
So cool. I'm blessed that you honor me with your presence today, and that you chose to be on the path that you're choosing to do. I like to respect everybody's time with my videos as well as Zoe's. He's crazy busy. And
gotta go to work.
If you want, get back here. We're not done. We got 2
the Irish
seconds.
goodbye.
So if you want to come and experience and participate with some of the stuff, come check out Common Grace here in Southtown Mall. It'd be great to support local. Also, we'll post any of the links or anything he's got going on underneath this video. And like I end all my videos, Zoe, would it be safe to say that we are friends in real life and not just on Facebook?
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely, yep. And please come down, support Chris, because he's doing what he gets to do right now, and that's the most important time to assist our friends and family in getting and keeping momentum and helping to expand these things. And people, whatever you focus on expands. So invest your time and effort and energy into things that you want to see more of. So, and we'll be doing some wicked awesome stuff down here at Common Grace. We're actually Soulworks. Here's a big announcement. Soulworks is actually going to be moving its production facility down here, and people will be able to put in special requests. We'll have basically like unlimited amounts of inventory because it's always selling out, so it's always an issue. So now that's going to be fixed. We're going to have some flexibility there, but then we're also going to have awesome deals on like buy bottle SolWorks combos. And I'll be down here a couple days a week where people can come down and just pick my brain and ask me questions about sacred geometry.
Yeah. So I'm here first. I picked his brain first.
He was it. You win.
So appreciate your time and thank you so much for your expansion of the university. Namaste.
Absolutely. Namaste.